Hey guys, next week's episode will be the last for the TharnType universe and we are going to say goodbye to the characters we love. The series might not be perfect in terms of anything, but for some people, it is their favorite. TharnType Season 2 Episode 11 followed the book closely when it comes to the scenes. There was a slight difference such as additional scenes in the proposal scene, but it does not matter anymore. In this video, I will tell you what happens on the day that Type got ordained and how Tharn and Type get back together. These scenes are only based on the novel version and I'm certain that the series will have a different ending based on the teaser for next week's episode. If you don't want to be spoiled, you can still watch this video right after the airing of the actual episode next Friday. Anyway, if you live in a different country and somebody else's series are not available to yours, you can use ExpressVPN to watch those restricted series. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount and 3 months free if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. In the novel, Tanya thanked Type's father for watching her works on the television. Type's father didn't know what to do and just called the name of his son. Type asked his father what happened to him. His father just asked him whether the person in front of him was really Tanya. Type sarcastically answered him that she is indeed Tanya. He even mocked his own father that Tanya won't appear on their house just because of his imagination. Type saw his father being shy for the first time. For Type, it was a blessed day for his father. That day was the last day of Songkran. The tourists who went on their resort and to others already went back to their respective places. But the resort owned by the family of Type still had a plenty of visitors, including the family of his husband. Type's father was speechless when he faced Tanya for the first time. Tanya asked his uncle whether he was okay, but Type's father immediately said that he was fine and healthy. He even proudly showed his own muscles to the young lady. Type's mother immediately showed up and said to his husband that he should stop what he was doing. She thanked the family of Tharn for having their time on Type's monkhood. Tharn's mother said that they've been wanting to come on their place for so long. So when they have heard that Type decided to be a monk, the whole family decided to come to their place. Type's mother also thanked the family of Tharn for Type bothering their family. Tharn's mother did not agree on that and said that it was them who always bothered Type for cooking their favorite spicy Thai foods. In the end, the two families got a series of conversations with one another. Tharn's family also said to Type that they would do anything for him. In the novel, after the family of Tharn and Type had their dinner, Type went to the beach on his own to think. Tharn saw it, so he decided to follow his husband. Their family and other relatives of Type were busy preparing for the almsgiving that will be done tomorrow. Type might look like he's in peace within him, but there were still things inside that bothered him. Tharn approached his husband, who was at the moment staring at the wideness of the sea. Tharn asked his husband whether he was nervous, but Type just dismissed it, calmly asking his husband whether he's a type of person who easily gets nervous. Tharn looked at the face of his husband without telling anything. Because of that, the smile on Type's face disappeared gradually. Type said that he's really nervous on what he's going to do tomorrow. Type just sighed and also added to his husband that he's the one who looked at peace. But Tharn answered Type by asking him whether he really was at peace. Type just smiled at him in an unusual way. Type apologized to Tharn, saying that he didn't inform him sooner that he would be a monk. Deep inside the heart of Tharn, he wanted to ask a question that bothered him for a long time now. Tharn asked his husband whether Type would inform him that he would be a monk if they were still fighting. At the back of Tharn's mind, he was asking himself whether Type would call him to say his decision if Tharn didn't go to their hometown. Type just stared at the beauty of the sea. In just a moment, Type said to Tharn that he didn't know whether he would do it. Tharn remained speechless at that time. Type also added that Tharn should not remain quiet with his answer. He even said that he was just thinking of a better way to answer his question. Type just sighed and shook his head. He admitted to Tharn that he really don't know whether he would inform him his monkhood. Type informed his husband that the reason why he decided to be a monk is because of his parents and he wanted to free from their fight. Type looked at his husband again and asked him whether he still didn't know the answers to his question now that they are together again. Tharn left speechless at that time. Tharn was upset to himself that he was still thinking such questions now that it doesn't matter anymore. He knew that both of them had the same feelings when they fought. Tharn agreed to Type by saying that at that time, those questions don't matter anymore. But Type just simply said to his husband that he wanted him to know that Type is so happy that they are together again right now. Tharn looked and saw the smile on the face of Type, but Tharn just sighed on that. Type complained to him that Tharn should not just sigh because it was the first time that he was being romantic to Tharn. But then again, Tharn simply said these words to his husband, "I love you." Tharn knew that Type didn't want their relationship to be romantic as always, but Tharn just wanted to let his feelings be out, and he wanted Type to let him know those feelings of his. Even though they were already more than a couple of years being together, the love of Tharn to Type didn't lessen even a single bit. For a month that they both live away from each other, Tharn realized that their relationship was not all about their love for one another, but also how powerful their connection with one another, that they cannot be separated. Their love that can never be broken by anyone. After that, Type asked his husband to lend him his shoulder so he could rest his head for a while. Tharn just agreed on it. The two were only staring at the sight of the beautiful sea in front of them. In fact, Type didn't like to be in front of the shore because he felt sticky due to the sea breeze. But right now, all he cares was the heartbeats of their loving hearts. After a while, Type just simply said that he would be a monk for a month. He even instructed his husband that he should wait for him. Even if Type didn't say those words, Tharn knows in his heart that he would wait for him whatever it takes. The weights on Tharn's heart suddenly vanished. Tharn thought of their good memories for the past couple of years of being in a relationship. Tharn simply said to Type that he would wait for him how long he needed. Tharn even said that he'll definitely wait because he knows that the person he's waiting for is his husband. Tharn added that he would visit him every week because he is determined. The two just laughed with each other's jokes and smiled at each other. Type whispered to Tharn, "Just wait for me." After a while, Type left Tharn in front of the sea. Tharn was just smiling, looking at the moon, and whispered, "I'll definitely wait for you, Type." In the novel, Tharn was busy in helping his and Type's family for his husband's monkhood. Tharn had not experienced doing that in his whole life because he is a Christian. But the whole ceremony wasn't that a big trouble for him, but for his little sister. A lot of friends and relatives of Type have been lining up just to see her and have her autograph. Tharn was only staring at his husband, who was at that time kneeling in front of his family and friends. During the ordination, Type did not glance on Tharn while the latter didn't speak with him even a word. Tharn was only staring at his husband while the family and friends of him were cutting his hair and eyebrows. The whole family of Type, aside from his parents, do not know who Tharn is on the life of Type. They just thought that Tharn was only a friend of him. For Tharn, he really wanted their relationship to be known by their relatives and close friends, but at that time, he just wanted to be at his side without saying anything. Tharn thought that what's important is they knew that they love each other. Afterwards, Type's father called him and asked for his help. Tharn asked what he could help for him. Type's father responded that he should be in the procession while handling him what was on his hand. Tharn was just curious on what he was holding. The eyes of Tonya widened and happily said that Type's father let him handle that thing. Still, Tharn couldn't get the idea and asked them what was that for. Type's mother just smiled and explained to him everything. She said that the pillow he carries was supposedly for either Type's sibling or a relative, but what they believe in is the person who's going to hold the pillow during the procession should be the partner of the monk being ordained. Type's mother even said that Type asked his father for that yesterday, but initially, the father of Type didn't agree. Type's mother even concluded that his husband might have a change of heart, so he brought it himself to Tharn. She also added that if someone approached him, he could tell them anything about their relationship. Tharn was speechless after hearing all of those. His heart was beating so fast that he could feel it throughout his whole body. Tharn was so much happy at that time. Tharn remembered that Type did not want to have their relationship being broadcasted all over their family, but Type had a change of mind this time. Type even asked his father to have Tharn become a part of the ceremony. Tanya asked his brother whether he was happy. Tharn didn't answer the question of his little sister, but deep inside his heart, he couldn't contain his happiness anymore. Tharn just said to his sister that Type is the only person that he will ever love for the rest of his life. Tharn couldn't say those words to Type at that time, but he really wanted to tell his feelings for his husband. Tanya said to him that he should not forget to say those words to Type. After that, someone approached Tharn and asked him what is his relationship with Type. Tharn just smiled at the person while containing his happiness inside. This is only the first part of this video because the other part is too long to be added on here. That part is where Type finished his ordained and will return to Bangkok. Anyway, I'll just upload that part later this week, so please stay tuned. I'll be glad if you share your comments about the latest episode of TharnType. Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.